Hi everybody, I'm Zilla Blitz and welcome to Something Different Fridays. We're going to take a look at a new game today, Hardspace Shipbreaker, which falls into that simulation mode. This is kind of repair, salvage type of game. Very chill. I played for a few hours last night. If you're not familiar with it, you start in outer space with a massive debt and you salvage old spaceships to pay off your debt and kind of earn your freedom, if you would. It is a chill game, but there is definitely some death involved with it. Let's start out with a standard career. We'll kind of set this up. I think I'll let I'll kind of type all the information in here as we go, but this is our backdrop information, basically telling us that, humankind has industrialized much of the solar system and Earth has deteriorated into a place of squalor and decay. In orbit, a new breed of worker has emerged, the Shipbreaker. That is us. Labor is extremely dangerous. Yes, I played last night. I was going to play for about 15 minutes and then start making the first episode. I ended up playing for about 4.5 hours. So I got a little ways in and I thought, no, I want to kind of start over for this. It is a ton of fun and it's got a very odd mix of kind of chill and terror, if you would, because everything's going so well for a while and then all of a sudden things go badly and you find yourself floating around dead. But we'll see. Okay, so Shipbreaker, pave the way to Galaxy program, update your application status. Yes, so we have to apply for a job with Link's Salvage, and then they're going to charge us a ton of money here. So we can finalize this. Go there, enter name. Let's put Zilla in there. That sounds good. Standard spares fees, 150,000. Sure. Voice ID. Let's see. That's good. And then meal preference, orientation preference, standard meal preference. I don't know what entomotarian is, but let's try it. That sounds good. Is that alien food? Please agree to each statement. So we're doing the job application now. The backdrop to this game feels very clever. I kind of like it. It's low key, but it's just kind of funny, I find it. No criminal record. I'm not a member of workers' union or other labor interest. I have completed my annual medical exam and have been cleared of having McCullough's lung. No commercial real estate. I will bring a positive attitude and problem-solving mindset to work every day. That's important for success in the workplace. I understand and accept the health risks. I will vote for Chancellor Chung Zhang in the Pan-American state election. Sure. Terms and conditions. Yeah, like we're really gonna do this. I think we'll go through the training, even though I know... Do I need to go all the way down to the bottom here? Can I do that? All right, off we go. So now we're going to get a little living space, and I think they're going to kind of walk us through a little bit more of the background here. I will log back in to this as soon as we kind of find a place of interest here. Actually, let's watch this. This is kind of cool. I think that's us taking off in the spaceship. It's kind of a neat little poem from a daughter to her dad. This game reminds me a little... I'll just be quiet.
To earn his wages working hard. I pray to the stars and heaven above to return my daddy to those he loves. If there comes a time when he and death meet, bless the next cutter that takes his seat.
That's a nice intro. I like that. That's pretty cool. And now we're going to start out with the tutorial. I think today we'll do the tutorial and our first mission.
934-6-52. Your
Mozilla, we're not
automated
934.
experience will now begin. Please observe this important message.
All right.
Space. Boundless promise. Limitless resources. A brighter future. It's here where hard workers like you the backbone of civilization, will help us pave the way to the galaxy. I'm Calicia Rye Paulson, president of Lynx Corporation's Salvage Division. When my great-great-grandfather Exeter founded Lynx, he foresaw a remarkable opportunity among the stars. His vision eventually brought us the railgates. Now spanning all the way to Jupiter, these are the veins connecting all of modern civilization. And the people flowing through them are its lifeblood. The railgates reinvigorated humanity and are key to our continued progress. You've been selected from among thousands of candidates to join the Lynx family. This is more than just a job. It's an opportunity to be part of the largest, most successful, and most pioneering company in human history. Your dream may be to forge your own destiny one day. Well, work hard, heed your superiors, believe in the Lynx vision. Do this, and you too will get your chance. Your first step is to join our EverWork program, the greatest gift we give our employees, turning death into an ongoing opportunity for learning and growth. With Lynx, death is a fresh start. Good luck.
All right.
Video observation complete.
I'm not quite sure. I don't quite get the death as a new start. Like,
will now be extracted for use with the Lynx EverWork.
oh, I get it. Okay, so they extract your genetic sequence so that when you die in the game, you can be revitalized. But it costs you money every time they do that. There is a hardcore mode where you only get one life. And then there's kind of a limited mode where you get 30. The standard mode, we get penalties. We get unlimited lives, but we get penalties. And we're also measured, I think, by time and other factors, too. Seems pleasant.
Extraction, analysis, and backup complete. Thank you. Beginning spare generation.
Congratulations, this is now safe to die. Excellent. And this is funny. This is our loading fees. So this is the debt that we have to pay off. Some of these are pretty good. 500 trillion for lifeguard genetic backup storage. 1.2 billion debt. That's what it's going to be. And a $7.50 fee for display of fees report. All right, so there we go. We are massively in debt. Okay. Now we're just going to load up here. Let's get going. Here we are. We're time to work. Weaver's going to tell us what to do. Look around. So we're going to look around with the mouse. That's good. That's pretty easy.
Plenty of folks feel a bit woozy with the first pair.
Alright, so our original body is back in wherever it was, and this is our spare body now.
I'm the foreman for yourself and a couple
Weaver's going to walk us through the basics here.
Use your roll thrusters to reorient.
Okay, so Q is roll left. We got that. R is roll right. Thumbs up. We're good.
Let's get you flying. Activating your thruster controls now. Try moving around.
Alright, thrust forward is W. Thrust backwards is S. Thrust right is D. Thrust left is there. Thumbs up. We're good to go. Ascend is C. This is when I'm... Descend is C. And ascend is the space bar. Thumbs up.
Looks good. Now, to finalize these movement checks, I need you to fly to these waypoints.
Okay, we can do that. Let's fly right over here.
Used to be a
That's
cutter
good.
myself, you know. Till there was some complications with my last revive.
Till I got an arrow to the
Those
knee.
are early days in the tech, though, so never you mind about that.
I'm sure everyone in the world gets that game reference, right? That might be my favorite line from a game ever. Just to be an adventure like you.
Why don't you?
Took an arrow to the knee. Speaking of which, Starfield is out this weekend. A lot of people playing that. At least the early edition is. It's on break. Break is space. No, Q is break. There we go. All right. Looking pretty good.
Looks like the bay here was left in a bit of a mess.
It's basically just kind of...
Clean this scrap up. I'm
Okay,
gonna
let's
activate
clean
the
this scrap
furnace.
up.
Now. Dang thing.
So the basic idea here is he's walking us through what we're going to do, but these are the furnaces. Certain types of scrap go in the furnace, and certain type of scraps go in the processor. We get furnaces on either side.
Metals. Should go without saying. These things are hot as all get out. So, try not
One way to die,
by accident.
of course, is to fall into these things. All right.
Let's get a handle on your grapple tool. This fella here is a shipbreaker's bread and butter. This is how we move salvage around. Activate the beam and hold it to grab an object and move it around, if it's not too heavy. Give it a go, and move one of these pieces into either furnace. So, when you're holding
One of these
an object
guys,
with
all right.
a grapple, you can retract the beam. This will pull a light object to you. If it's heavier than you, it'll pull you.
And we're going to
toward
push
it.
this right in there.
Check out your HUD when you've got an object.
Off we go.
It shows you
Score.
the mass of the object
Excellent.
and whether you can move it or not.
Use grapple reel.
Nice job cleaning up that
Yep.
soft metal scrap cutter. Huh. Let's move on to the bigger nanocarbon chunks now, shall we? You may have already noticed that these are too heavy to move with your grapple. I'm enabling your scanner so we
Go.
can check out their structural makeup. Go ahead and boot it up.
Activate the scanner.
This
There we
mode
go.
of your scanner lets you assess an object's structure. What I want you to focus on right now are these cut points. All right. Controls give me the go-ahead to get you cutting. You got quick access to all your tools through your HUD. Just open up your tool selector and choose the cutting tool.
All right, we're going to choose our cutter.
Your cutting tool has two modes. The first one is the stinger. Now, it's designed for precision vaporization of cut points like this. You ready to perform some zero-G surgery, Cutter?
We are.
Split this scrap so it's light enough to move.
So our cutter vaporizes the checkpoint, burns it away, and now we've got two pieces
Let me
instead of
boot up
one.
the processor so you can salvage these.
And this type of
Do me a favor. Look
salvage
on
goes
over
into the
one of them
processors, not the furnace.
so I can see if they activate right. Yeah, perfect. Wish me luck here, Cutter. Me and technology ain't always the best of friends. Hey, all right. We're in business. Now swap over to your grapple and toss one of those pieces you separated right in there.
Right into the processor. Here we go. Get in there. And eventually, this game has a whole set. That one of the things I liked in playing last night is that the game has a whole set of kind of skill ups on your gear and stuff like that, and challenges and stuff like that that you're going to run into. So this is just the basic tutorial, but very soon we'll get to our first ship here. Bam. Should work. In there. And our cutter right now just isn't very strong. Pull that. So it's taken us a while to chuck these things around. But we'll get there eventually. We will be stronger sooner. Get in there. The nice thing is that if you just let it go, it goes in the right direction generally. Whoops. It's going the wrong way. There we go. Don't want it to burn it. We've got to deposit into the salvage. Fire away. There we go. You in there? Good. Salvage panel. I think we're done with that, right? They both went in, didn't they? That one's just floating in there. Come on, get in there.
Well, okay.
Excellent.
We're
All
almost
right.
done getting this bay in shape. Let's go after that large aluminum chunk over there. Now this beast is way
Right
too
here
heavy to
is our aluminum chunk.
It's also too dense for your stinger to break it down. And there are no structural cut points for us to take advantage of. We're gonna have to switch over to the split saw mode of your cutting tool. Start slicing this thing down to size. Go ahead and switch cut modes now. Now try changing the angle of the cut. We're in business. I've unlocked the trigger on your cutting tool. It'll split that big chunk clean in two. Go ahead and give her a whirl. I'm gonna turn on your salvage indicator.
Bam.
You can track how much work there is left to do.
Got it.
This thing will track how much you've salvaged and how much you've lost. For now, let's try and hit that first goal marker. And that's what it's all about, Cutter. The more salvage goals you complete, the closer you'll get to hitting your certifications and ranking up.
Don't want to burn up now. That would be a bummer. There we go. Get in there. I'm not... These things are still kind of heavy. I need to get above them, I think. Let's go back and then up. Actually, they're looking pretty good, aren't they? Give them a little bit of a nudge. Get this stuff in there.
Materials
Stuff in there.
Account credit.
So it's really very much a game where you're cleaning stuff up, pushing stuff around, moving stuff in.
First shift in the yard, Cutter.
There we go.
Let's head on over to your hab and I'll show you the ropes there.
Now we get to go home.
Fly on over
Get
back to
in
the
there.
master jack.
All right.
Put a marker on it so you can find it easy.
Ow, hit the lights.
Head on in.
Let's turn to the right way.
Get started.
Got to get to our base. So far, so good. We're doing okay, I think. Now we're going to get our first real ship right after this, and we get to kind of finally do some real work here. But very chill game. I think you can see that it's got a lot of relaxing elements to it, and we'll jump in now and get our first ship going as soon as we get there. All right, enter our habitation unit. Yes, we're in. So it gives us our results. We're at 456,000 credits. Still not very much progress on our debt. We have become basic certification rank 2. Excellent.
Increased.
Good. Certification review. Excellent. We'll end our shift. Done with one shift. Successful. But what really gets fun, I think, with this game is when you start kind of ripping apart ships and stuff like that, and you can see all of the different challenges that are inside. So it's going to get kind of interesting as we go forward. And I didn't play very far. I think I got to level like 5 last night out of, I think, 20 or 30. All right, receive a call.
To your new home, Cutter.
This is home, all right.
Everything you need. This is officially called a ready-made long-term employee.
Got our suit, workstation, living space is back behind us here.
Around here, we
Bed,
just call
equipment
it
room,
your hab.
kitchen.
Now,
All right,
how's about you get yourself some rest? We'll pick
All
up
right.
the training in the morning.
sounds like a plan.
There, Cutter.
Let's get to sleep. Nope, don't want posters. Oh, there we go. Off we go to bed. Day 2. I'm feeling rested and relaxed. I wonder how long we can go without dying. I probably died in 5 hours last night. I probably died about maybe 7 or 8 times.
The job takes as much energy as the first 90%, which is why it's so important to always give
All right.
110%.
Got a lot of what? Good morning. Each minimum payments are due, so we gotta pay off our interest on our debt and everything like that. Here we go.
Hope you feel well rested. Ready to continue your training?
Yes.
Okay. Let's have a look at your employee terminal.
All right.
Now,
We're back to our employee
Let's get
tournament.
caught up on career progression and certification. I've sent you a message with an
I'm gonna
explanation.
go fast forward through this because I don't think this is gonna be super interesting. So once we get through this, open messages, we'll get back out and get to work, and we'll take a look at it here. And we get to pick our first ship.
Shows which ships you have access to. Each
Uranus,
morning, you can choose
Corpulent
to
Saturn
continue working
X,
on the ship you got,
Thor
or
Mark
start a fresh
7,
one.
Saucy
Select
Leviathan.
one, and we'll
These are
get to
all
work.
mackerel ships, some light cargo, some station hopper. Let's try the Thor Mark 7. That looks kind of fun. Start the ship. All right, let's get to work, everybody. Be our first ship here. Reach certification rank 3. We got to get busy
All
here.
yours, Cutter. Your primary goal is to reach rank 3. Now try to remember.
Primary goal is to reach
Nanocarbon
rank
goes
3.
in the
We need
processor. Aluminum goes in the furnace.
aluminum goes in the burners.
Entire
Nanocarbon goes in the
We call
processor.
it using the whole buffalo.
All right, so one of the things that you got to figure out is a way inside this, and I've learned something last night. There's a door here too, but I think
Good luck, Cutter.
we'll get some of the stuff inside. But right now we're just trying to rip it apart for these 2 basic pieces. And I think there's a way in right here, which might work out really well. So we're going to switch to our cutter here. Let's get our cutter going. And this point right here blows away that. This point here blows away this. And we pop this guy off. Let's use our grappler and throw it into the processing station. Our processor is... Boom. Whoops. That should work, right? Get in there. Alright. Should bounce off and go in. Now we can get inside and start cutting this apart. And all these yellow cut points here are the things that I think we want to start to do to take this apart. That's not a cutter, though. Cutter, here we go. So let's see if we can melt these down. Start breaking the ship into pieces without having to cut it up so much from the outside. Yes! We have 257,000 credits for that first piece. Now, what we want to do is not burn ourselves up here either. Let's get that out there. Good. And I think there's 4 points here that hold the rest of the ship to this, too. Let's get our grappler, grab this, and just pull that out of the way for the moment. And now let's stop in here. These 4 things here, I think. Well, we just want to cut everything, basically. Let's just hit everything that's yellow. Right there. Boom. Got it. Good. Let's get these all cut. That down there. My movement yet isn't very smooth. That's one thing I've noticed. I've got to get better at like freezing and moving and not floating around and twisting in all different directions. But it is space, so it's something that to a certain degree I think can't be helped. Alright, so that pops that off. Good, pieces falling apart here everywhere. This is great. We can start to chuck this stuff. Let's go up this way. Let's get our grappler. Go through the open roof here. Push that out of the way. Turn to the right way. Let's get our grappler going here. And this is nanocarbon, so it's got to go into the salvage. Spin this way, and bam. Oops. Salvage. Yep. That's good. Good. Get in there. And how else are we doing? Can we pull any of these things apart? I think this front end will come off, won't it? Did we get all the cut points there? Yeah, there we go.
I know these ships look intimidating to scrap at first.
Get this piece in there. That's a big piece. Boy, this guy Weaver's chatty here. Let that float in there. Good. Now we can break down these other pieces. Oh, there's one right here. This looks like it's got a free floating piece. Excellent. Get this in for salvage. Doing okay here. This is so much better than the first time I tried to do it.
Turn a tidy profit with the salvage. No word of a lie. These things look
Salvage goal 1 reached. Excellent. Let's get this other cutter going here. Start vaporizing these other points here. Let's break this puppy down like nothing. That there.
I couldn't bring myself to start smashing that dopey face. And that's when I looked into
What is he talking about?
Tell you what, it's a sight better.
Alright, let's just go in here and see if we can get all these pieces off now. We don't want to set ourselves on fire. That's a bummer. Yep, too hot. Alright. We just go right down here inside this little zone and just cut all these things up. Break the whole thing apart. Excellent. That didn't burn, did it? Making progress. So far, so good. I think that beeping, though, means it's too hot. So we want to be careful in here. I didn't get that one. But we got some progress going here. Let's get back out now. Can we pull these off? Yes, excellent. We can. Nanocarbon. Big chunks. I'm going to see if I can get these all in one piece rather than breaking them apart, because if we don't cut them up... Excellent. This is good. We'll get this guy going too. 2 big chunks off. And ideally, the way about this is that when we're done, there is nothing left of the ship. Ideally. And let's see how we can do. Come on. It's heavy sections, though. They'll get going, though. Alright. Good. That's taken care of. Let's get this side. If we can break these off. Now, in this first ship here, too, there are no dangers. So we don't run out of oxygen, and there's nothing inside the ship that can blow us up. We can burn ourselves to death, I think, but for the most part, this is a pretty kind of tutorial, easy level one that you can't really hurt yourself on. Cut level, come on, burn. There we go, that should get that. Get this piece here. Alright, come on, burn. There we go. Get that piece up there. Good. One last one down here. The innards of the ship, cutting it apart. Oh, what? Okay, that's not good. Don't die, don't die, don't die. Okay. So that was a little too hot. Things can go from A-okay to I'm burning to death pretty quickly here. I think the first one here kind of gives us a little bit of slack because it's the first one, but I think if that were the real thing, we would have been in serious trouble. So, lesson learned, we got a little too close there. Alright, this piece should be loose too. Isn't it? Yeah, it is. Let's see if we can get inside it here and then push it. Will that work? Push it into the thing. These things are heavy, but they'll get there, right? There we go. We've got a lot to do before we get to level 2. I feel like we've gotten a big chunk of the ship apart, but it's still have a long way to go. Oh, those didn't go in yet, that's why. Let's go take care of these. Ran out of gravity. I'm surprised. Shouldn't they just float forever and go in? Alright. That should help us. Now, let's go back over here and get these pieces off. Then, get... Nice. Certification 3. Good. We're doing pretty well so far, except for almost burning ourselves to death. Thank goodness it's the tutorial. See if we can cut this guy off. Alright, cutter. Okay, that's good. I want to get this guy too. Okay. Good. That helps. I think there must be some things to cut in here too, right? Go inside. Oh yeah, lots of things to cut in here. Little stuff floating around. Let's cut that. Good. Cut this. Do that. So we'll get this going, then we'll be back as soon as we get all these pieces taken care of. Oh, it's just coming apart now so quickly. We are just tearing this thing apart. Let's get these guys right here. Good. Good. One more. Good. That's a piece there, too. And there. And we've cut a lot of stuff apart. This must be ready to break apart now. Alright, so we get the roof off here. I think lots of pieces are falling apart now, right? Grab that. That's aluminum? Goes in the furnace? Okay. Guess. Chuck it down there, that's fine. This is nanocarbon, this goes into the processor. Get that over there. There you go, that's the processor. Get into the processor. I get all twisted up as we're doing this. Excellent. We're going to be debt-free in no time at all. Get in there. Alright, those pieces there. We get this thing pretty well broken up now. We are almost done. Yes! Salvage goal reached. What are we, 3 now? I'm glad that these places you can hit are rather large, so you don't miss too often.
Valuable object.
Hopefully we won't float in ourselves too much here too. That's loose. What is that? Processor. Okay. Pull that down. Good. Good. Getting a little faster now. And what is this thing? Does this need to be cut up? This looks awful big. This is its own little piece. Good. Processor. Carbon. There we go. Nice. Get in there. What is this? Processor. Nanocarbon camp part panel. Good. Doing pretty well. Just a couple things left. I think we just chuck these things in, and we have got our first ship done. They're going to get, from playing last night though, I can tell, they're going to get much more complicated. You've got stuff we've got to salvage, like pieces and computer parts and all that kind of stuff. And so it gets much more, and plus more stuff that can kill us inside too. So this is a furnace. This broke apart. Okay, good. Let's go up and shoot that into the furnace. And shoot you this way into the salvage part. Twist it up a little bit. One of the nice things too, I think you get upgrades to your tools here so they have more pushing and pulling strength, because right now it's really hard for us to push stuff. It just doesn't go very fast. And this last chunk here, I think this is all furnace. Oh, wait. There is a processor panel there, right there. What is that? Is it attached still? Oh, it's still attached. We didn't get it. So I can see that one little burn point. So let's go cut this off. And then we should be able to pull that off. Boom. Okay. Now let's get our grapple gun. This should be free. It is. Salvage goal reached. And we do have a waste there too. Notice we got a little bit of red part there. Up on the bar above, the yellow shows which we have successfully processed. And then the red is something that we didn't get. So somehow we screwed something up. I don't know what it is. I thought we got everything, but apparently we're not quite there. This looks like all, if I hover over it with the grapple tool, it's all furnace. So we're just going to push this into the furnace. Slowly but surely. This is really big. Uh-oh, don't go into the furnace. Man, it's so big it's pushing us back the other way, but I don't want to push myself into the furnace here. Let's get closer. It's going there, but slowly. Maybe I should cut this up into 2 pieces. I feel like that would be faster. Because it's so big. Yeah, it's not moving very well. Okay, let's see if I can maybe cut this up into a couple pieces. Switch the mode. Switch the direction. Let's turn just a little bit to the right here. So what is the easiest way to cut this, maybe? Maybe right here? Cut it into 2. There. 2. Cut this in half. Cut that in half. Cut that in half. That. Cut that. Good. That should help us make it lighter. Now we can probably get lots of things. Chuck them little things. Pew! Go!
Raw material accepted.
That's a processor piece. Good.
Deposit accepted for processing.
There is 1 chunk here left. I'm gonna get level 5. We're at 4.5 now. And we just gotta cut one more little piece right there. G right there. Good. Now it should be 2 pieces. And we should be able to grab this. This is all for the furnace. And it's easier to move. Good. Let's get in there. Ah, this is better. We didn't lose that much. Our red bar didn't really move that much. this over to this furnace.
Material deposited.
Yes. Good. We are almost done with this guy. Just want to make sure I don't chuck myself back into this other furnace. Get in there. Goal 5. Excellent. That's pretty good for our first time through, I think. Get this one all cleaned up. Although this was an easy ship. And let's see if there's anything else floating around here. These guys right there. Let's grab it. Furnace. Pew. Grab these guys right there. Little pieces left over. Pew. Good. That thing. You get that? Can't get the can, huh? Oh well, okay. Anything left? Those things just went in. I think that's it. We've got that whole ship taken apart. All right, there we go. Let's go back and reach level 3, and then I think we're good for today. We'll get our first ship. This is pretty easy. Let's see when we get back to our hut here. All right, we are home and shift. Good. I think we reached level 3. How do we do? Nanocarbon destroyed. Not too much, just a little bit destroyed there. Only 3.9% were destroyed. Remaining 0%. Good. And salvage 96.1%. So not too bad. Certification review. Level 3, we're there. Recruit. Good. Shipbreaker hard work has not gone unnoticed. Yes. Let's end our shift and see how we did. Made a ton of money there, Rhett. How much did we make? Oh, that's it. We didn't make very much, I guess.
9346-52. Your
All right.
designated sleep period is now over.
Okay, done sleeping. Confirm. We get a sticker. Excellent. Good morning, Shipbreaker. Minimum payments are due. Excellent. Select a new ship.
Go ahead.
We'll stop right there. I'll put a link to episode 2. We'll go on to our next ship. If you've got tips, ideas, things, if you've played the game before and like it, let me know down below. Something different Fridays. I'm thinking to make it kind of a thing to kind of check out some different games that'll make sense on the channel. Thanks everybody for watching. Have a great day. Bye.